On my first day back in the Oval Office, I will sign a historic slate of executive orders to close our border to illegal aliens and stop the invasion of our country. And on that same day, we will begin the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than that of President Dwight D. Eisenhower.
What up with y'all, man? It's Mr. Zach, and I'm back with another one. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, man, and turn on all post notifications so you guys can get this content every time I drop a video. And don't forget to hit that like button. But man, ICE is running rampant in North Carolina, and you got a lot of people out there on the left tripping about it. And they're acting so surprised that ICE is out there doing their job. Donald Trump, the whole campaign kept saying he's going to conduct the largest mass deportation in American history. And it's happening. It's going to happen. People elected Donald Trump on that one specific reason, to get the country back, because Sleepy Joe left the borders wide open for 4 years, and millions of people came across the border. No passport. We don't know who these people are, families, all that. And now, since we have a new president, Donald Trump, he is doing what he said he was going to do. And this is just what's going to happen. But man, I'm gonna show a few clips, man. Some of these people outraged about it. You know, they doing their usual protesting and saying it's wrong and nobody's illegal and all these different things like that. And then I'm gonna show you some clips of people who are happy. People that live in North Carolina is happy about it. Just like me, I'm happy about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we want people here to come to this country, but you have to do it legally, not illegal. And then I'm so tired of hearing the media saying, and some of the residents or citizens saying, they haven't committed a crime. They supposed to be going after the worst of the worst. First of all, when you cross the border illegally, it's a crime. Illegally, it's a crime. No matter if a person didn't do anything, didn't come over here with a criminal record or anything like that. But once you cross the border illegally, it's a crime. So I wish people would just stop crying about that and just really stop being naive to the situation. You cross the border illegally, it's a crime. You're a criminal. Point blank, period. We can't go to other countries and just cross their borders without a passport or being documented or anything like that. They wouldn't let us do that. But for some reason, people feel that they can just do that over here. Because I know this is the best country on earth. You know, I understand people want to come over here. But you have people that's been standing in line trying to get their citizenship. And I ain't gonna say some of them, a lot of the people who've been standing in line are mad at the people who coming over here when the border was open, just crossing over here, just coming over here and just pushing those people back, making it harder for those people to get their citizenship. Then the people come over here and get everything for free on the American taxpayers' dime. And then you got the Democrats sitting up here, they sitting up here vouching for illegal immigration. They keep on talking and crying, talking about we have a broken immigration system. Yeah, they broke it. They're not trying to do anything to fix it. And we all know why, because they think that, or not think, but they want the people who cross the border, these illegals, to be voters. We all know that. I know that. You know that. But just the bottom line, man, it's a crime to cross the border illegally. You know what I'm saying? They acting so surprised when people are getting detained. Then you have some people say, well, they detaining American citizens. Yeah, they detaining the ones that's getting in the way. But once they find out you a citizen, they release you. They bringing that on themselves. They're interfering in the immigration process, the immigration custom and the border patrol. They keep on getting in their face. So if you don't want to be detained or arrested, get out the way. Let them do their damn job. You know, and then you have a lot of people saying that they ain't, you know, they've been over here for years. Okay. Well, whose fault is that? They should have kept on trying to become a citizen, even if they was making it to their court date. It was something that they did that they wasn't, it was something that they didn't do to be on that list, that deportation list. Tom Homan said it. We going after the worst of the worst. And if you run and you go to a place where there's others, and who are the others? The others are the ones who are not on the list, but they're here in the country illegally. That means they're going to get detained and arrested too and deported too. Just like Tom Homan said, if the jails and the prisons will let ICE go in there and detain the people that's in there, then they wouldn't have to go into the neighborhoods. It looks bad. That's because these people are running. They running from them. You got businesses closing. Even the business owners are admitting it. They not saying it out loud, but they admitting it. My workers can't come because they scared. My customers can't come because they scared. Why are they scared? If you're here in the country legally, you ain't got no reason to be scared. So I'm not one of those ones that have sympathy like that. I used to, but when I'm starting to hear about the crimes that's being committed by a lot of these people, they need to be up out of here. Because if I had a warrant or anything like that, they'll come get me and lock me up. And I bet you the Democratic Party won't come in there and check on me to see how my living conditions is in a prison or in a jail. But anyway, man, let's get to this footage, man.
So Donald Trump, your president, yes, he is still your president, announces that he is sending the National Guard to Charlotte, North Carolina. I live about 30 miles from Charlotte. I post about it. People go insane in the comments on both sides. I didn't put my own narrative, but I am now. For 4 years, 4 years, we watched a brain dead person who had documents signed by an auto pen sit in the White House. And we were bullied. We were told to shut up. We were threatened with violence, and we were hoodwinked on what was really going on in our nation. Our borders were wide open. Millions of people poured in, including terrorists, unvetted people. So we as Republicans took our country back and said, we don't like that. And we closed the border whenever Donald Trump came in there. So then Donald Trump says, hey, I'm going to start mass deporting people. He's done everything that he said he was going to do. And then whenever he actually does it, you people, meaning Democrats, act shocked. And you're like, wow, I can't believe he's doing that. So people in the comment section are saying things like, you know, good, you need to go here, you need to go here, because like they're specifically saying where DHS needs to go because they know where the problems are in their communities. They're not saying racist comments. They're not saying that they hate these people. They're just saying, hey, the illegals are here. Man. And then we have the opposition group over here that's trying to silence people and say, well, you don't need to say that. And Josh, you need to turn off the comments. You need to delete these comments. Oh, So you want me to violate people's rights? Well, they really don't have a right on my page, but I support their right to freedom of speech, and I also support the opposition side to say what they want to say. Just don't attack people personally and be racist and be a freaking bigot. So we're supposed to sit over here and we're supposed to not want our country back. So I go to Europe, I've been to Europe, and they have open borders in Europe. And that works for them. And you almost have to travel there because the countries are not that big. But they have a lot of international, I guess you would call it, commerce. So it's normal for people to travel across borders over there, but they also return back to their country. Like they're just traveling. That's all that they're doing. And you can do that here in America. You can have a passport and travel to Mexico, and you can travel to Canada. You can legally do that. But everybody over in Europe has a passport. But whenever they came into the United States under Biden, they didn't have a passport. We don't know who these people are. We don't know where they live. We know nothing about them. So if they do commit a crime, we don't know who they are. There's no fingerprints. There's no this. There's no that. There's no address. There's nothing. Nothing. But over in Europe, they know who people are because they did their due diligence to make sure that everybody got a passport. So back to the Charlotte issue. DHS and ICE is coming to Charlotte whether y'all like it or not.
Like it or
It's
not.
going to happen just like it's happened all across the United States. And yeah, y'all might want to get over it because we had to get over a lot under President Biden and his auto pen and him, unfortunately, the worst case of elder abuse that I think that we have ever seen in this country. So Democrats, here's my message to you. Get over it. It's happening. It needs to happen. We need our borders closed. We need to know who's documented and who's not. And if you don't, well, that's whenever you have anarchy.
He ain't even lying right there, man. We went through a lot those 4 years, man. Was lied to, talking about the border was secure. We had Mayorkas. He needed to be locked up for treason because he was incompetent. But you know, people are acting so surprised about this. Donald Trump ran a strong campaign on mass deportations. You know what he used to always say? Venezuela, all these countries are releasing their prison population. Drug dealers, mental institutions, insane asylums. Hell, Venezuela is been safe since all the criminals is up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Just like old boy said right here, we don't know who these people are. There's no documentation on them. Nobody's being vetted. Nobody's vetted. And then you have the people on the left, the Democrats, protecting these people. And it's one thing, you know, if you think about it, the workers, the day laborers that be at Home Depot and standing out there, you don't know who them people is that you bring into your house. You want them to come paint your house and do your yard work, but you don't know if this person has committed a horrendous crime in the country that he's running from or came from. What makes you think they gonna change their mind just because they came to America? You don't think that they still have the criminal element inside their heart? They ain't got much. They see you got everything. You letting them in your house with your kids or whoever, stuff laying around, and you got these people in your house repairing your house or cutting your grass. You don't think them people scoping out your house? People just be so gullible. You don't even think about stuff like that. I know I didn't when I passed by a Home Depot and see those people out there. I know they won't work, you know. They want to feed their families or whatever it is. But you have to really be careful. You don't know who you letting in your house. You understand? Just crazy, man. Let's get to another clip.
Here's the truth about the ICE raids in Charlotte. There's been a lot of misinformation on here, on this platform. There's been a lot of misinformation in the local news and the national news. I live 20 to 25 miles from the city limits of Charlotte, North Carolina. Donald Trump has not locked down the city of Charlotte. The city of Charlotte is not under martial law. He didn't send stormtroopers to take over the city. It's just not true. You are worrying and causing people unnecessary anxiety in the Hispanic community with your outrageous and sometimes completely false reporting of what's going on in Charlotte.
Tell them, man, the news, the news, the local news, man, they are pumping and hyping this situation up, and it ain't even that bad. It's only bad to the people that's here in the country illegally. You know, it's only bad to the people who know that they here illegally. And a lot of the Hispanic family members know that they got family members that are here illegally. You know, all this unnecessary lying to the public, like it's just like he said, there's no stormtroopers here. They here picking up the people that they need to pick up.
According to the local Charlotte News, ICE has rounded up 250 people over the last 3 days. According to the last census, there are 142,000 Hispanics in the city of Charlotte alone. I don't know how many people are in the city of Raleigh, but Raleigh is next. I think they've already moved into Raleigh. 250 out of 142,000.
Man.
They are not rounding up all the Hispanic people. Here's who they're rounding up. They're rounding up drug dealers, people involved in human trafficking, murderers, rapists, burglars, petty thieves, and if it just so happens that you're an undocumented illegal alien and you happen to be with one of these guys when ICE shows up, they're going to get you too.
That's your ass.
Even if your only crime is being in the country illegally, the worst they'll do to you is deport you. But they are rounding up the bad guys just like we were told at the beginning.
Man.
They're not rounding up all the brown-skinned people in Charlotte. And you are worrying the whole Hispanic community, and you have them scared because of the leftist political slant in your news stories. ICE is rounding up the bad guys, not all the Hispanics. So 99.9% of the Hispanics can rest easy. They're not coming after you. And that's the truth about the ICE raids in Charlotte.
That's the bottom line, man. That's the bottom line right there. Hispanics, Asians, whoever, if you here legally, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. It's the ones that are here illegally. And like he said, if you happen to be with the people who have those type of crimes, you know, petty thieves, burglars, drug dealers, if you happen to be around them and your ass is illegal, you going too. That means you are a part of the others. You're part of the others. That means you going too. And you got the news outlets, like he said, and we all see it. They want to put all the bad looking things in the public to make people scared. And like I said earlier, the only ones that are scared are the people that are here illegally. and if you have family members that are here illegally. That's the bottom line. It's crazy. Let me give you some examples of what they put all over the internet to make it seem like ICE is doing a bad job. Let me give you a couple of these examples. They just doing their job, man. And the media and social media wants to show us these type of clips.
Apaga la puta troca, güey. Hey, apá. Get away from him. You're not supposed to be. Apaga la troca, güey. Hey, put the gun down. That's my dad. Please, that's my dad. No prende la troca. Apá. Apá. Ay, no. That's my dad, bro. Apá, vete, güey. Corre, apá. Hey, that's my dad. That's my dad, bro. That's my dad.
That's okay, man.
Please, that's my dad. Don't do that.
I know it looks sad, it looks bad, but hey, man, the man must have been here illegally. I don't know how many years he been here and just working and doing what he was doing, but man, look, this is the time we living in, man. Somebody was gonna come in and start cleaning up the streets, you know. So I know, I would say I feel sorry, but how can I feel sorry for somebody who's in the country illegally? It looks bad, but hey, it is what it is. They doing their job.
That's my dad. You're hurting him.
No, we're not hurting him.
Yes, you are. He's on the floor. Ahorita lo voy a hablar al abogado, pa.
Just back up a little bit, all right? He'll be able to call you in a little bit.
My dad. He's gonna
He know he here illegally. That's why he ain't fighting.
get up himself. Let him think he's gonna get up. He's gonna cooperate. He's getting up on himself. He's gonna cooperate. Look, he's bleeding. He's bleeding.
No need for y'all to break his window. Why would y'all break his window?
Is that the back passenger over there?
No me vas a decir nada, pa.
Hold your knees, brother. We're gonna get up, okay? Yeah.
No me vas a decir.
And he only can, the guy on the ground only can blame himself. He put his kids through this. You know, his kids, I'm quite sure they're American citizens, but he not. So I mean, he put his family through this, man. So it looks bad, and it is what it is.
Decir no, ahorita lo voy a hablar al abogado. That's my dad.
I've been here for like 15 minutes.
What did he do? He didn't do
Roll
nothing.
the window down.
Talking about what did he do? He was here in the country illegally, man. You know, they gonna find out once they take him down to the ICE detention. You know, so hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. ICE is doing their damn job, and Border Patrol doing their damn job. Hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey guys, we have a report that ICE is on campus. Everybody inside, doors closed. We're not letting anybody in.
Those were the scenes here in Charlotte, North Carolina, when Border Patrol was spotted on the premises of this nonprofit, which provides child care services for the children of refugees and immigrants.
They do not honor children. They do not care about the humanity of children.
But this nonprofit is not letting fear stop them from making a difference. We've seen volunteers all day packing up items, donated items like beans, like oil, cereal. Come look over here, water, coffee, milk, everyday goods that parents are afraid to go out of their homes to get for their children in fear and uncertainty that they might not be able to come back home.
We have had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people either donating, volunteering. We also want to make sure that our families know that when they're home right now, afraid and scared and feeling like they have to stay in, there's people who have that privilege who are all around the city coordinating and doing things for them.
Now, in a statement, the Department of Homeland Security has denied targeting a daycare center, but we got a hold of some footage showing Border Patrol agents on the premises of this nonprofit, Our Bridge for Kids.
What you're seeing right now is security footage provided to MS Now from Our Bridge for Kids, which says that this footage depicts Border Patrol agents parking in their parking lot, something they say has happened multiple times this week.
And the need for this food is so great right now because we just got numbers from Charlotte-Mecklenburg Public School District, which showed that as many as 30,000 students were absent from school this week, a full 20% of the student body.
There are kids that just want to talk about Pokemon and K-pop demon hunters. They want to talk about their Halloween candy that they brought for lunch. They want to talk about what the read aloud book is. You know, they want to just be children, and we're robbing them of that. We are robbing them of the opportunity to just be innocent.
See how they try to pull on your heartstrings? Look, the kids are being robbed by their parents. They want to say refugees and immigrants, illegal immigrants. If they so scared to come out their house, obviously they are illegal. They want that the ICE is not targeting kids. They're targeting the parents of those kids who are here illegally. So, you know, the media and they want to just keep trying to pull on your heartstrings and try to make ICE look bad. They are doing their job. Border Patrol, ICE, they are doing their jobs. They're not targeting kids. And we all know that. But they gonna try to make it seem like that. They want to change the narrative. None of those kids are being targeted. And if their parents get detained, the administration said you either can leave your kid here or take them with you. And a lot of them are taking their kids with them. But then the media want to paint it like they're deporting kids too. No, the parents said they want to take their kids with them. So take your kid with you. Nobody is robbing the future of anybody. Like, they're not doing it. You got to blame the parents for that. The parents is the one who drugged those kids over here or came into the country and decided to have a child. So, hey, they going to keep on trying to pull the heartstrings. It is what it is. It's not the kid's fault. Blame the damn parents. That's just bottom line. Crazy.
Peace to the tribe. If you enter America illegally, you committed a crime. You are a criminal. If a black American commits a crime, we go to prison. And a lot of the times they're wrongful convictions. ICE is conducting raids right now in North Carolina, and they're looking for illegal people in this country. Had these people followed the law and not did nothing illegally, ICE wouldn't be in the community. Matter of fact, in the black American community, because that's where these folks coming to. They come into our community. Mm-hmm. They take the jobs that we don't even fucking have like that, and they send that money back home to their country. And y'all are over here high-fiving and cheerleading and clapping on their behalf, and a lot of them folks don't even like black Americans. Somebody make this make sense.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Man, but man, look, the media, man, they are trying to spin this, man, and instilling fear in some of these families. You know, they're pushing the narrative that ICE is just coming after everybody. They're not coming after everybody. They're coming after the criminals, people that's here illegally. That's who they coming after. So we can't sit up here and have our heartstrings pulled by the media trying to paint this narrative like that. I know what's going on, and a lot of people I know what's going on. They are here to get the criminals out, the illegal immigrants. You should have got your paperwork done. You should have stayed in line. You should have never came over here and listened to Sleepy Joe and Kamala Harris, without a country without borders is not a country at all. So I'm with ICE. Hey, it is what it is. Donald Trump was elected to get the criminals up out of here, to make America great again, and that's what's happening. It's just bottom line. That's what's gonna happen. ISIS and the Border Patrol is gonna come to a city near you. So y'all can keep protesting and crying about it, but this is going to happen. All right, so let me know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about the situation. All right, until next time, man, y'all protect yourself at all times and keep your head on the swivel. God bless you, God bless me, man, and God bless America. And I'm out. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace.